Hello everyone, so we are back with Leetcode daily challenge. In today's problem we need to count nice pairs in an array. As in the question given, we are given a nums array and we need to count the nice pairs, and by nice pairs it means that for any index I and j, for any index I and j where I is smaller than j, what should be there? The nums of I plus reverse of nums of j should equals to nums of j plus reverse of nums of I. So this is the question, and where reverse means like reverse is the function which just reverse the order of the integer. For example, if any integer is given 1 to 3 and it is passed to the reverse function, so it will be 3 to 1, right? So the question asks like we need to find the number of indexes which are nice pairs, and by nice pairs means the ith number and the reverse of jth number will be the sum of those two will be equals to the jth number and the reverse of the ith number, right? And also it is given that we need to return the answer in modulo because it can be very large. So let us try to understand the question bit clear from the example given below. Here we are having 42, 11, 1 and 97, right? So here there are only two pairs possible. For example, the index 0 and 3, and the another answer is 1 and 2. So 0 and 3, that is 42, and index 3 is 97, right? So when we add 42 plus reverse of 97, which is 42 plus 79, it will be 121, and similarly for the other one, like the 97 plus reverse of 42, it will be 121. So this is one pair, and another pair is 1 2, like for the 11 and 1 as given in the example below. So let us try to understand what solution we should proceed further to solve this question. So let us try to figure out what should be our brute force approach, right? So what brute force approach we need to do? Here one condition is given that the jth index should be greater than ith index, right? So what we can do, we can take simple two for loops. So one will be for ith index, it will go from 0th to n, and another will be for jth index, it will go from I plus 1 to n, right? And we will simply check the condition which is given in the question below, check condition, and then we will return the answer, like for which index this condition will verify, we will increment the count and we will return the count, right? We will return the count. So this is a very brute force approach. We just need two loops, but this will be not be accepted because the inputs are of order 10 raised to power 5. That's why this solution will give time limit exceeded. So let us try to figure out what is the time complexity. So here we are using two for loop, and the worst case time complexity will be order of n square, because it will go to till n, it will go to till n for the worst case. And for the space complexity, we don't have any extra space uses, so that's why the space complexity is order of 1. So let us try to figure out what is the brute force, what is the optimal approach, what we can figure out. So moving back to the optimal approach, let us try to find out how we can optimize the condition we need to follow, right? So what it is given that we need to add the ith index number to the reverse of jth, right? So here why we need two loops? We are requiring two loops because in the condition the ith and jth index are interlinked, right? So what we need to do, if we want single loop, then we need to break this dependency, like ith and jth index are summation. What we can do, we can change this check and modify it in such a way that the ith part is different and the jth part is different. So what we can do, we will move the what we will do, we will move the reverse of num in this side, left hand side, and we will move the reverse of j in right hand side. So our final condition will be like nums of I, and when we move the right hand side to left hand side, it will be minus reverse of nums of I, and it should be equals to nums of j right, and minus of reverse of nums of j. So when we do this, like we if we keep the ith side on left hand side and then we keep the j side on right hand side, what we are doing, we are just trying to use a single loop, because here the dependency is no more. So we can use a single loop to like find out this ith part, and in that same loop we can find out that jth part. So what we will do, we will iterate over the array and we try to find out this difference, right, the ith difference and the reverse, right. So what we will do, the solution will be like, I'm writing the solution in right hand side. So the solution will be like, for auto it belongs to nums, what we will do, we will just check like the it minus, we need to calculate it minus reverse of it. And what we will do, after calculating the difference for all the array, all the elements of the array, for example here 42, 11, 1, 97 is there. So what we will do, for example here 42, 11, 1 and 97, let us calculate 42 minus 24, it will be 18, 11 minus 11, it will be 0, 1 minus 1 will be 0, 97 minus 79, it will be 18, right. So what we are getting, that we are getting here 18, here 18, then 0, 0, right. So we can easily say that this second index and third index can be a pair, right, and this first index and this last index can be a pair. So our answer is 2. So what we need to find out, we need to just find out the this calculation, right, and we need to store the occurrence of that calculation, and we need to then use use some formula to find out how many pairs we can generate from the number of occurrence of that difference, right. So here we have 18 and 18. So what we need to do, for example if there is one more array number which also gives the difference as 18, then we get 18 as 3, right. What we get 18 3 times, here 18 occurs 3 times. What we need to do, we need to count the number of pairs we can make. So we will use a simple function of math 3c2, because we are selecting 2 indexes from 3 indexes, right. Here 3 indexes are possible, we need to select 2 indexes from 3 indexes. So this formula, when we try to use factorial and derive this formula, it is simply n into n minus 1 by 2. So here 3 is there, so 3 into 3 minus 1, 2 by 2, so we can have 3 pairs. So in that way, in another iteration we will just add this count to our final result, right. So to store this, what we will do, we will use a map. So let us try to write the code. We will for reverses we will calculate it, then we will store it in a map, store it in a map, then iterate over the map and add the result by using that formula, plus equals to result plus equals to that formula n into n minus 1 by 2, and we also need to do the modulation because the answer can be very large. And one more thing to check, here we will only take the map when that the count of that difference is greater than 2, right, then only we can make a pair. If it is a single count, like if there is a number which gives the difference as 10 for example, so it is a single number, it would not make a pair, right. So only when this there is a occurrence more than 2, then we will take that result into our final sum and we will return the result. So let us try to move back to Leetcode and try to code this solution. Yeah, right. So I think everyone is familiar with the reverse function, so I would like to code that first. If you don't know about the reverse, how to reverse a number, please write in the comment section. First of all, I would write the reverse function int rev. It is very simple, it will take a number, and what we will do, we will take an answer and set to 0, and while the num is a valid number, what we will do, we will multiply the answer by 10 and we will then add num percent mod 10, it will add the last number, then we will divide the num by num equals to num divided by 10. right? So in each step we are dividing the num, we are adding that one last number to the answer, and we will multiplying the answer by 10. So this is the reverse function, we will return the answer. So this is the simple reverse function. I hope it is clear. Now try to focus in this question. What we will do, we at first I said we will iterate over the nums array and we will calculate the difference of what, the number with its reverse, right? So before that I will take an unordered map to store the count of the difference, right? So unordered map of int comma int, right? And then I will name as mp. Then what we will do, for auto it of nums, we need to count the difference, right? And we need to store it. Int result will be it minus reverse of it. I will pass the it to the reverse function, and then we will increment the count of that result in our map, right? This is the first step. The second step we need to do is to take a result. Yeah, I will take a result and will set to 0. And in the second step we need to just iterate over the map and add the count, right? So for auto it of map, right, not map, mp, what we will get, we will first check whether the count is greater than 2 or not, right? Greater than 1 or not. It should be 2, at least 2 to make a pair. So it should be greater than 1. And then what we will do, we will take a variable like take the sum, let us tell int total. Yeah, int total equals to it dot second, or let us say int pairs, how many pairs we can make. So as I said, we will take the formula of 3c2, right? Here the 3c2 formula is n into n minus 1 by 2. So here it dot second will, the n, like number of occurrence of that difference, multiplied by it dot second minus 1 and divided by 2, right? So this is the formula, and after that I need to add that numbers of pair into our final result. So result will be result plus pairs, like pair, and I need to do the modulation because it can be a large number. So here we need to do the modulation. So mod, so I have not written mod. Let us try to write the mod at top. Int mod will be 1e9 plus 7, right? So after doing the modulation we are good to go. We just need to return the result. So let us try to figure out whether this code runs or not. Right, let us try to submit this code. Yeah, so there is a error like signed integer overflow. Here we are multiplying this thing in pair, right? So the pair should be of type long because it is a too large number. Let us try to submit it again. I think I will get the error again because here we are also taking it dot second. So we should make that map count as also as long. It will work fine now. Hope it works, right? It works fine. So this is the solution. This is a very simple question, but the brute force approach will not work. It will give TLE. We need to figure out to optimize this solution. Let us try to figure out what is the time complexity of our solution. So what we are doing, we are first iterating over the array. It will take a n, order of n, and we are storing it in map. So it will take a order of host size of n, like space complexity will be order of n, and then we are again iterating over the map, and we are storing, we are taking the result, right? So overall the time complexity, let us write it with another pen. Yeah, write it again. So the time complexity will be order of n, and the space complexity will be order of n2, right? So it can be further optimized, but this is the approach which came into my mind at first. So I solved this question by this way. Please try to feel free to provide your approach in the comment below. Thank you for watching.